Hey. Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is RBT and welcome back to another episode of the Madden NFL College Football Alumni Tournament. If you missed last episode, we had the first game of the tournament when the Alabama Crimson Tide alumni took on the Auburn Tigers College alumni, and surprisingly, although the Alabama roster was a lot better, Auburn came out on top and got the win 15-12. Today we're playing the other game in the SEC bracket where the LSU College alumni are taking on the Georgia Bulldog College alumni. Let me know in the comment section below which team you think will win today's college football alumni matchup. Hopefully you guys do enjoy today's episode, and if you do, make sure to drop a like. Let's see if we can smash 2,000 likes once again on today's episode. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss any uploads of this series. With that said, let's get right into the roster overview. So first, let's start off by going over the LSU depth chart. The starting quarterback is going to be Matt Flynn, backed up by Zach Mettenberger. At running back, they're going to have Leonard Fournette as the starter, backed up by Jeremy Hill and Spencer Ware and Alfred Blue. So they have a lot of good running backs on this roster. At fullback, they have Connor Neighbors. At wide receiver, had a pretty freaking good wide receiver core. Odell Beckham Jr., Jarvis Landry, Brandon LaFell, Russell Shepard, Ruben Randall, and James Wright. Tight end, kind of not that good. Travin Durrell is their only tight end. Now on the offensive line, they have Andrew Whitworth, who's a big veteran. Left guard, Gerald Hawkins. Center, Dylan Gordon. At right guard, they have Try Turner. And at right tackle, they have Lyle Collins. Now moving on to defense, at left end they have Danielle Hunter. Ricky Jean Francois is going to be the starting right end. At defensive tackle, they have a lot of good ones: Kyle Williams, Michael Brockers, Benny Logans, and Al Woods. Now moving on to linebacker, at the left outside linebacker spot, they have Deion Jones. Middle linebacker, they have Perry Riley, Deion Jones, and Quan Alexander, and Kevin Minter. So pretty good middle linebacker core. Now right outside linebacker, they have Barkevius Mingo and Kevin Minter. Then moving on to cornerbacks, have a pretty good one in Patrick Peterson. And also Tre'Davious White should be the second string cornerback. But they have Pat Pete, Tre'Davious White, one of the best rookies in the NFL, Morris Claiborne, Jalen Collins, and Rashard Robinson. Free safety, the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. At strong safety, Jamal Adams and Eric Reed as well. And at kicker, they have Donnie Jones, and at punter, they have Brad Wing. Now moving on to the Georgia alumni roster, which is going to be represented by the Atlanta Falcons, and obviously LSU is represented by the Minnesota Vikings because I'm guessing the color scheme. Matthew Stafford is the starting quarterback, so they definitely have the quarterback advantage in today's video. At running back, they have Todd Gurley, who should be the starter, backed up by Tavares King and Keith Marshall. Now at fullback, they have Cornelius Washington. Wide receiver, a decent wide receiver core led by star receiver AJ Green, backed up by Chris Conley, Malcolm Mitchell, Marlon Brown, and Isaiah McKenzie. Tight end, they have Benjamin Watson, backed up by Orson Charles. On the offensive line, they have Cordy Glenn, Clint Boyling. At center, they have Ben Jones. At right guard, they have David Andrews. And at right tackle, they have Greg. And moving on to defense, they have Charles Johnson, the veteran, at left end. Right end, they have John Jenkins. At defensive tackle, they have Geno Atkins, Avery Jones, Kedrick Golston, and Toby Johnson. At the linebacker core, they have one of the best linebackers in the NFL in Justin Houston. At middle linebacker, they have Ramik Wilson and Alec Ogletree. At right outside linebacker, another beast veteran, Thomas Davis Jr., backed up by Jarvis Jones and Danielle Ellerby. Now at cornerback, it's pretty lackluster. Brandon Boykin, Damian Swan, Quincy Malger, and AMARLO HERRERA. At free safety, they have Bakari Rainbow, backed up by Corey Moore. At strong safety, though, they have some pretty good players from Rashad Jones and Sean Williams. And I guess at the cornerback position, probably the smartest to actually put Sean Williams as one of the starting cornerbacks because he's one of the better ones. And then at kicker, they have Blair Walsh. And at punter, they have Drew Butler. And according to Madden 18, LSU has the better rated roster at a 77 opposed to Georgia's 73. And you guys were telling me to put the game style on arcade, so it's a little bit more exciting for the Sims. But once again, guys, let me know your prediction for today's matchup in the comment section below. I think I'm going to go with LSU, but I was wrong last time around. Auburn came out and beat Alabama. A lot of that was because Alabama didn't have a kicker or punter, but that's just part of the disadvantage of not having a kicker or punter from your alumni. A lot of people were also telling me, like, if a team doesn't have a kicker or punter, to make the kicker like 60, but I'm not going to do that because that's part of it, because Alabama didn't have any punters or kickers in the NFL. They have to take the disadvantages that come along with that. So first play of the ball game, LSU has the ball first. Matt Flynn drops back, throws the ball across his body. Jarvis Landry with the reception for about 4 yards. Weird first play, and it's going to be interesting to see how different this gameplay is from the first one with it being on arcade mode. So let's see if LSU can avoid going 3 and out on the first drive of the ball game on a 3rd down and short. Matt Flynn with the pass, to Brandon LaFell, and he just barely is going to get enough for the first down. Second down and 7. Matt Flynn has all the time in the pocket. Throw downfield, and that's going to be an overthrow. His first errant throw of the ball game is going to set up for a 3rd down and long. 3rd down and 7 for the LSU offense. Matt Flynn rolling out to his left, throws the ball down the field, has an open Odell Beckham Jr., and he flips the field from his own 38-yard line to the 38-yard line of Georgia. A great throw from Matt Flynn, and I thought that was going to be a huge disadvantage for LSU with not having a great quarterback in the NFL. But Matt Flynn looking pretty good on this first drive, as you see Odell Beckham Jr. just barely getting both of his feet in. A great catch from a great receiver. So first play in plush territory for the LSU offense, having a great drive. First handoff for Leonard Fournette, runs up the field, doesn't get hit until he gets 15 yards down the field to the 25-yard line. So LSU's offense is taking control early on in this game. First down and 10 out of the offset I formation. Going to be another handoff to Leonard Fournette. Has a lot of space once again. It's going to pick up another first down. So it will be a huge win at this point if the Georgia defense can hold the LSU Alumni to a field goal, as they almost bled out the whole entire first quarter. Leonard Fournette with a draw, and he's going to get into the end zone. That seemed almost way too easy for the LSU offense. Leonard Fournette gained about 7-8 yards per carry on that drive. So first play of the ball game for the Georgia Alumni offense. They have an open receiver, Washington, who dropped a wide open catch that I probably could have made. 3rd down and 8 for Matt Stafford in the Georgia Alumni offense. He finds a receiver, Todd Gurley, but he's going to get stopped short of the first down. A nice open field tackle from the LSU defender. Another handoff to Leonard Fournette, and another big run. The front 7 of Georgia cannot stop this man. Almost 10 yards per carry. Seems like both of these teams are lining up under center every single play. Another handoff to Leonard Fournette, has a ton of space to the left side of the field. Got tackled about 3 yards shy of the first down. So another 3rd down and short. So can the LSU Alumni pick up another 3rd down and short? Matt Flynn's been good early on. Has a receiver open. That is Jeter with the reception. The tight end, the lone tight end for the LSU Tigers, picks up another first down. Matt Flynn is looking incredible early on. 3rd down and medium for the LSU offense. Going to pick up another 3rd down. It's going to be a screen pass to Jeremy Hill, his first touch of the ball game, and it goes for about 10 yards as they do pick up another 3rd down. So slowly but surely getting close to the end of the first half, but another strike from Matt Flynn to Jarvis Landry for another first down, man. Matt Flynn has almost been perfect early on, and like I said, man, going into this game, I thought he was going to be the reason LSU loses, because he is absolutely trash in this game. Like a 63 overall he was, but so far looking like freaking Tom. Another pass here from Matt Flynn, has all the time in the world. He has another open receiver, Odell Beckham Jr. to the 8-yard line. Maybe it's not so much Matt Flynn, but maybe it's the wide receivers getting open so easily, because you got to remember, the cornerback position was probably by far the worst positional unit for the Georgia Alumni, and wide receiver is like the best position for the LSU Alumni. So maybe that's the matchup which is going to give LSU the huge dub in today's game. Second and goal, 48 seconds remain before the half. Can LSU punch it in and take a 2-touchdown lead? Has an open receiver. That is Durrell, who's going to make the touchdown reception. One of the worst receivers on this team comes up huge, as Matt Flynn in his offense has been perfect thus far in this game, and is going to take a 14-0 lead. Georgia has to get something going here quick, and probably needs to score before the half to have a chance to come back in this ball game. They've literally had like 3 plays all game. Poor Georgia. Poor freaking Bulldogs. Matthew Stafford with another overthrow, as that is going to be a 4th down and 5. And LSU is going to get the ball back with the timeout and have about 20 seconds remaining. They got to see if they actually try to score and put some points up before the half. Handoff to Todd Gurley, and he is going nowhere, dude. Like, this Georgia team, man, is getting completely dominated. It seems like Todd Gurley would at least get something going in this game, but him or AJ Green has been a complete non-factor. And Matthew Stafford, who you thought would actually do something half decent in this game, has done nothing at all. Overthrowing, like, pretty open, wide open routes, and I don't know what the problem is. So 3rd down and 13 here. If Georgia does not pick this up and like get some momentum, it's pretty much game over, because they cannot stop Leonard Fournette and Matt Flynn. So can Matthew Stafford be clutch? He has an open receiver, and that's what Georgia needed right there. Malcolm Mitchell actually coming up huge with the catch, because he got absolutely demolished by a freaking guy named John. His name probably wasn't John, but still caught the ball, hung on after the big hit, and keeps Georgia moving the ball down the field. 3rd down and 4. Can Georgia pick it up once again and somehow get some points in this drive? Matthew Stafford with a ton of time, throws it to the outside. Did he just throw that out of bounds? Did he really just throw that ball out of bounds? This man's a dumb one. Whoa, that's actually a very, very good punt. Downed it at the 1 yard line. So a great punt there from Drew Butler. Now, actually, this could be huge. If they can actually force a safety somehow, this could completely turn the ball game around. So can Georgia somehow, some way force the safety? Give me a play action pass. And Matt Flynn with a smart decision was a cut hair away from getting down for the safety. 3rd down and 10. Can LSU somehow get out of this? Another play action pass. Has all the time in the world. I don't know why he scrambled. He's actually going to scramble. He's going to pick up the 1st down. That's why he did it. Another juke move. Matt Flynn with his 2nd juke move of the game, breaking ankles of Georgia defenders. 3rd down and 7 for LSU. Can they keep the chains moving? Matt Flynn this time doesn't juke anybody, so Georgia finally gets a stop on 3rd down. That might have been their first 3rd down stop of the game. So last chance for Georgia, 4th down and 2. If they don't get this, it's a major GG. So can Matthew Stafford for the first time be clutch in this ballgame? Quick pass, check down to this tight end, Benjamin Watson. Does pick up the 1st down. Matthew Stafford finally throwing a pass down the field to Benjamin Watson. So the deepest Georgia has been in LSU territory the whole entire ball game. Matthew Stafford with a lot of time. Tight coverage, but Malcolm Mitchell does make the reception inside the LSU red zone for the first time in the ball game down to the 12-yard line. So can they score a touchdown right here? That should have been ball game. He had a couple wide open receivers. I don't know what Matt was doing there. That's a stupid Matt. Lining up under center. Are they going to hand the ball off to Todd Gurley? And they do, and he is going nowhere, as that is going to be a massive GG, and in dominating fashion. LSU, unless like the world ends and like the devil comes back and like strikes these guys with lightning bolts, it's going to be a GG and LSU is going to come out victorious big time. 2-1. That is going to do it, boys, as LSU gets a dominating victory over the Georgia Bulldog alumni, 14-0, and it probably should have been worse. But unfortunately, we're going to do 5-minute corners because this already takes an hour as it is. But hopefully you guys did enjoy it nonetheless. And if you did, make sure to drop a like. Let's see if we can smash 2,000 likes on today's episode. So in this bracket is going to be LSU versus the Auburn Tiger alumni. And let me know who you think wins that matchup in the comment section below. But before we do advance into the next round of this bracket, we're going to go on to the next bracket. And I want you guys which bracket you want to see played next. So let me know that in the comment section below. And if you don't know what other brackets there are and what other colleges are involved with this tournament, go watch the first episode. And in every single episode of this series, there will be a link to the full entire playlist in the description box below. But with that said, guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new and turn on the notification bell if you haven't. But with that said, I will catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.